Today we're diving deep into a bike that many adventure riders have been waiting years for, the 2026 Honda Africa Twin 650M middleweight, all-terrain adventure motorcycle that packs serious capability and modern tech into a surprisingly sweet package. Honda took the legendary Africa Twin DNA and distilled it into something more approachable, versatile, and undeniably fun. Whether you're talking long-distance touring, gravel roads, forest tracks, or daily commuting, let's break down everything you need to know, from engine and performance to design, tech, pricing, and what makes this bike a standout in the rapidly growing adventure segment. Right out of the gate, the engine is the heart of this machine. Unlike just shrinking the big Africa Twin power plant, Honda has engineered a brand new 652cc parallel twin that hits the sweet spot between power, torque and usability. It delivers around 70 horsepower with strong, smooth torque across the rev range, tuned for tractability and real-world riding rather than outright peak figures. Above all else, that means you'll feel usable power in tight trails and inspiring acceleration on pavement without wild spikes or abrupt surges. The engine's liquid-cooled four-stroke design is efficient, heat-managed and built for reliability, a key trait Honda riders have come to trust. The bike comes with a slick 6-speed manual gearbox, and for riders who want ease in traffic or fatigue-free touring, Honda's optional DCT, dual-clutch transmission, is available, a feature unique in this segment and a major selling point for tech-minded riders or those new to adventure bikes. Pair this power plant with a lightweight steel frame and adventure-focused chassis, and what you get is a bike that feels agile off the road yet stable and composed at highway speeds. The front suspension uses robust inverted forks, with impressive travel to soak up rough terrain, while the ProLink rear monoshock balances comfort and control whether you're on dirt or asphalt. Ground clearance is generous, letting you clear rocks and obstacles without worry. And the wheel sizes, typically a 21" up front and an 18" at the rear, give it proper off-the-road geometry for confident handling in loose or uneven surfaces. What really sets the Africa Twin 650 apart in this class is how complete it feels. Honda didn't just give you a capable engine and chassis, they loaded this bike with modern electronics and rider aids typically found on bikes costing thousands more. There are multiple riding modes, including settings designed for on-road touring, gravel, rain, and off-the-road that adjust throttle response, traction control, ABS and more. You'll find selectable torque control, cornering ABS, cruise control, and even wheelie and rear lift control to keep things predictable when things get technical. In many ways, the electronics work with the rider rather than getting in the way, making this bike approachable for beginners yet capable enough for experienced adventurers. The rider interface is equally modern. A full-color TFT touchscreen sits front and center, blending functionality with ease of use. From Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone connectivity to built-in turn-by-turn navigation, Bluetooth pairing and music control, the system feels like something you'd expect on bikes a class above. The screen adjusts automatically to changing light conditions, and thanks to Honda's thoughtful layout, most functions are accessible through the handlebars without distraction. Comfort and ergonomics are where the Africa Twin 650 really shines on long adventures. Honda knows that an adventure bike isn't just about conquering trails, it's about riding for hours or even days on end. That's why this bike features an ergonomic seat with adjustable height that suits a wide range of rider sizes, a narrow fuel tank for easy standing and weight shifts off the road, and rubber-mounted handlebars designed to reduce vibration fatigue. Premium trims even add heated grips and 5-via position adjustable windscreen to keep you comfortable in colder, higher-speed sections. The fuel tank itself holds about 5.5 gallons, roughly 19–20 liters, offering a real-world range somewhere in the 250–300-mile neighborhood depending on riding style and terrain. A serious asset for remote touring. Visually, the 2026 Africa Twin 650 proudly carries Honda's Rallia-inspired design language. Think aggressive Icarus-style beak front fairing, high-mounted exhaust, slim profile seat and purposeful bodywork that screams adventure. It's tall, rugged and ready to explore, with practical styling that hides real functionality, like integrated crash bars, bash plates, and opportunities to mount luggage or auxiliary lights with factory wiring already in place. You'll notice sharp DRLs on the front face, aerodynamic fairing flow, and a stance that inspires confidence whether you're approaching a sandy gully or a twisty mountain pass. Multiple colorways, including classic tricolor rally, matte black or pearl white, to add personal style without compromising the adventurous vibe. In terms of performance, this Africa Twin 650 is exactly what Honda aimed for. Not the most powerful middleweight machine on paper, but perhaps one of the most balanced, with around 70 horsepower and a chassis that never feels too heavy. This bike stays light on its feet and confident under load. Handling is remarkably nimble for an adverb machine, quick direction changes, stable at highway speed, predictable on loose surfaces, and forgiving enough for riders of varying skill levels. Braking performance comes from dual discs up front and a solid rear unit, with cornering ABS stepping in when the riding gets serious. That safety net matters whether you're sprinting down cold pavement or modulating speed across mountain shale. Now let's talk pricing, and this is where the Africa Twin 650 could be a game changer in this segment. The base manual transmission model starts around $9,899, with the DCT version around $10,699, and fully loaded trims including adventure trim gear such as crash bars, center stand and heated grips adding roughly $1,200 on top. That positions this bike competitively against rivals like the Yamaha Tenere 700, KTM 790 Adventure, and Aprilia Touareg 660, many of which lack either the same level of tech or the same pricey to a feature ratio. These figures make the Africa Twin 650 not just an alternative, but a compelling value proposition for riders looking for maximum capability without maxed-out pricing. What really makes the 2026 Africa Twin 650 stand out isn't just one headline feature, it's the complete package. Especially at this price point, Honda has given riders a bike that's easy enough for beginners to grow into, refined enough for seasoned riders to trust, and rugged enough to carry you deep into the backcountry. Whether it's the thoughtful ergonomics, robust suspension, advanced electronics, longer range capability, or a unique DCT option, Honda has infused every inch of this bike with practicality and performance. For riders looking at a single bike to do it all, weekend trips to the hills, cross-country adventures, city commuting, or that first big road trip, the 2026 Africa Twin 650 makes a serious case as the ultimate all-arounder. And unlike some bikes where compromises show up once you push them hard, this Africa Twin feels composed and ready for just about anything you throw at it. In many ways, it represents the perfect answer to the growing demand for capable middleweight adventure motorcycles that combine fun, capability, tech, and value. So whether you're a seasoned adventurer or a rider stepping into the world of serious touring for the first time, the 2026 Honda Africa Twin 650 deserves a long look. It might just be the only bike to really aim all you've been searching for.